everyone, and thank you for returning back to my show. I have got a wonderful fun facts episode today. Stay tuned and look through the video and get this recipe because this is a really good sakatumi cake. Hey everyone. Okay, let's get cooking. We already pre-prep as we know, so let's get to cooking. Okay, now let me get all my stuff over there. I went ahead and set up the camera. Now I gotta get my stuff over there. Because my mixer's on this side of the room. Yes, okay. Over here. And you know what I forgot to do in my pre-prep a while ago? I forgot to get the quarter cup of water. So I'm gonna have to get the water now. Cause see what I did? I forgot the water. 1/4 cup of water. Okay, let me find my quarter cup. I just had it. Okay, I tell you what. Let me go ahead and add my sugar in here and get me a quarter cup out of this. Quarter cup of water. Got my glasses on. Hey everyone. Okay, we got our ingredients together. I forgot a while ago to, when my pre-prepping video, I forgot to put the quarter cup of water in there. So, I had to get me another sip of coffee to wake my brain up this morning. So, let's get to cooking again. Okay, so, let me bring my stand down here. Make sure that's locked in there. Yes. Lock that on in. Okay. Put my This is really easy. Just throw it all together in there. Okay, I got my 4 eggs. And let me start this on up. Got that on low speed. Add half a cup of butter. Add about 1/4 cup of water. Now I've already got my 1/4 cup of sugar in there also. Okay, then my whole cup of sour cream. Scrape all this goodness out of here. He was wanting to party this morning and get all over the place, wasn't it? Clean as we go, yes. Okay, now I'm going to turn that off. And then I'm going to just scrape the sides down. Scrape the sides down here. Because we want to get all of that good sour cream in there. Yeah, these old-fashioned recipes are really yummy and really easy to make. And they're better than the store-bought cakes. You know, the ones you buy in the, no offense, y'all, but I mean, I'm talking about the ones you buy, they make in the factories, you know. Put that on medium a little bit. And then, there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna lift this up. See how creamy that is? Look how creamy rich that is. That's my oven going off. I was preheating my oven to 375. So make sure you preheat your oven to 375. I was doing that while I was pre-prepping my ingredients. So it'll be nice and hot before we start to cook it, or mix in rather. Okay, let me get this off. And this, and then we're gonna go over here to the other station. Okay, here we are at the second station over here. And because the way my kitchen's set up, I've got this over here, my blender's on the other side of the stove, so I have to move back and forth. So anyway, so if I ever get to build a house, I'll make sure my kitchen's more friendly cooking area, I guess you'd say, or easy access area if I ever get to build a house, rather. Okay, well, here we go. This is at our station here. And usually I do this before I start mixing, but this is my cinnamon. And I put 2 tablespoons of cinnamon because I love cinnamon. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And then 2 tablespoons of the cake mix from the box cake mix that you have on, you take 2 tablespoons of cake mix out for this part right here. And then I'm just going to take my mixing spoon. I'm just going to incorporate that all together. And remember, that's 1 whole cup of chopped pecans. And you can chop them up finer you want to. I just rough chopped them because some people like to actually taste the pecans, you know, and then some people like to, well, you taste pecans if it's chopped up, but you know, like that crunch, where if you did the like minced pecans really fine, then it's more like a powdery pecan, I guess you would say. And if you wanted to give this extra flavor, I would suggest roasting your pecans too. We'll try that one time also, but I'll show y'all. But you roast your pecans in the oven before you chop them to give it that roasted flavor if you want to change the flavor up of the cake. You know, I mean, just little things like that could do it. Okay, we got this all incorporated. Now, clean as you go. Okay, here we go. Now, I've got this right here. Let me give it a quick stir from. Okay. See how creamy yummy that is? Okay, now we're going to put 1/3 of this in the pan, the bottom of the pan. Just 1/3 of it. If you got a little more than 1/3 of it, it's okay. And then I'm going to drop that down to make it even like that. And then I'm going to take my pecans, and I will bring y'all with me over here. And I will clean that up before I get through, before I put in the oven. Okay, then we're just going to put our pecans around here. Like I said, make sure you wash and clean your hands before you cook. Safety first. There we go. See how pretty that looks. Okay, now we're gonna put the rest of the cake mix in there. Scraping the bowl out. We want every bit of this goodness. Have y'all ever had a socket to me cake before? I know my granny used to make this all the time. We go for our Sunday lunches or dinners with over her house. And she would make these old-fashioned cakes. And this is one of my favorite. I have several favorite cakes, but this is one of my favorites too. And it brings back memories. And then you can make new memories with your grandkids or kids. And they will remember, hey, you remember that socket to me cake you made for me? And they'll say, what's the recipe? Or they'll get you to make it all the time. You know? I'm just gonna do the sides here because when it I'm not wiping the sides down here because when it rises, I have that spray on the inside. So if I wipe it, then that spray might wipe off. So that's the reason I'm not wiping the inside, but I am wiping around the edge on the outside. Okay, now I'm gonna put this in the oven. My oven's already set to 375. It's already preheated, ready for the cake. I'm putting it in, and let me see what else. Okay, I put it in on from the second to the bottom. I'll show you. And I took out all my other racks, see? And I put this rack on the second one right there. And then I'm fixing to put it in the oven now and cook it. Okay, here we just got the filling the cake pan up. Remember the first part, just like 1/3 of the cake mixture on the bottom, and then you put the pecan mixture in the middle, and then the rest of the cake mixture on top of that. Now we're gonna put it in the oven, my preheated oven at 375 to 45 to 55 minutes until it's done. You'll do either a toothpick check or just the bouncy check where you know, where you touch it and it bounces back up. So let's get to cooking. I'm putting in the box because we're fancy like that. I got the gold plate down there. I've got several, I bought a package of them from Amazon. I'm gonna get all my links together on what I got from Amazon. Also got this cake box here from Amazon. So, and it actually comes with these free stickers. It says homemade with love on it that you put on there when you close it. So, yes, that way you can be fancy. They'll think you bought it from a gourmet restaurant or something. Okay, y'all come back now, you hear? This cake went to one of my family members, and I love the way she has it displayed in that cake stand. Doesn't that look lovely? Oh, it makes you want to have a sock it to me cake, doesn't it?